Assalamualaikum and hello everyone.
Greetings to Madam NORLIA BINTI NORWANI. We are from Group A, Shariah Financial Management. We are from Group 4 with 5 members. We present about our topic, which is Islamic retirement planning.
Abstract. The goal of this report is to examine the significance of Islamic retirement planning in Malaysia. Islamic retirement planning as a part of Islamic wealth management is still relatively new in Malaysia. The Malaysian Employees Provident Fund (EPF) has started a new path for Islamic retirement planning in Malaysia with the establishment of Simpanan Shariah, the first Shariah complement fund. The need for Shariah complement retirement fund is predicted given the country's global prominence in Islamic banking and finance. Muslim retirees may now be certain that their retirement income will meet their goals while still being free of riba. Muslim retirees may now be assured that their retirement income will meet their goals while still avoiding riba. Furthermore, the preponderance and current capability the Malaysian Islamic equity market as well as the world equity market has become significant element in demanding the direction of Malaysia's Islamic retirement sector.
My name is Nazatul Akilah binti Nazri. I will introducing the topic which is the importance of Islamic retirement planning in Malaysia. The significance of Islamic retirement planning in Malaysia is the topic that will be covered in this article. It is possible that Islamic retirement planning, which is a component of Islamic wealth management, can be deemed to be relatively new in Malaysia. Therefore, the intention to conduct Islamic financial planning must be aligned with the guidance from Al-Quran and As-Sunnah. So, the main objective of this study is to discuss the importance of Islamic retirement planning in Malaysia. First, the goal of retirement planning is to set up a person's finances so that they can prepare for a financially stable retirement or reduce financial risk while they are retired. Depending on how old a person is, the process of making a retirement plan will be different. Next, how you can now be sure that your retirement income is Shariah compliant. Last but not least, explain what the effect of planning for retirement so that a person can plan for a safe retirement and lessen financial risk during retirement.
Definition and concept. The goals for one's retirement income as well as the steps and choices that will be required to reach those goals are determined through the process of retirement planning. The process of planning for retirement entails locating potential income sources, estimating expenditure, establishing a saving plan, and managing both asset and risk. An estimate of future cash flow can be used to evaluate the objective of having a given level of income during retirement. There are several retirement programs where the benefits shift depending on whether you participate. Planning for retirement should ideally be something that you do during your entire life. This is the most effective strategy for ensuring a retirement that is not only secure but also enjoyable. The reason why it makes sense to pay attention to the serious and sometimes boring pace, which is planning how you will get there, is because the fun part is involved. This includes determining what you want your retirement to look like, calculating how much money you will need for it, and investing so that your saving can increase over time.
For the discussion, there are 3 parts we want to tell you all, which are the first is the importance, the issue, and the steps. A few financial institutions in Malaysia provide retirement planning program. One of them is Employees Provident Fund (EPF), which is the most well-known among society. It is also known as Malaysia National Provident Fund, which seeks to give its members the financial security they need for retirement. Employees in the private sector and pensionable public service can receive retirement benefits through the mandatory EPF program, which is run by a social security agency. EPF had 14.09 million members as of September 2018. On 8 August 2016, EPF exposed about Simpanan Shariah, which brings to the exploding of Islamic retirement planning in Malaysia. To ensure all EPF members, including non-Muslims' accounts are managed and invested in accordance with Shariah principles, they are given a choice by this Shariah fund. In addition, a Shariah Advisory Committee (SAC) is created to make sure that the investment and management do not contravene Shariah principles, and Simpanan Shariah are managed and invested according to the Wakalah Agreement. The actual performance of assets that adhere to Islamic Shariah dictates the dividend rate for Simpanan Shariah. There is no guarantee of a minimum dividend rate because it complies with Shariah. Due to the lack of Shariah-compliant funds prior to the creation of Shariah savings, all EPF members invested in conventional funds. Given that the EPF payout has been infused with rebate features since 1952, this has become a curiosity to the Muslim members. So before Muslims can take advantage of their retirement money, they must cleanse or purify it. The majority of the retirees are required to give some of income to charity. This condition may potentially mess with Muslims' intentions for retirement and lead them run into financial distress. Simpanan Shariah is a retirement program that offers Muslims a way to sign up for Islamic retirement planning, which is important. It is what Muslims have requested since Islam banking was formed and rumors of the ban on riba disseminated throughout Malaysia. Workers who are preparing for retirement need not worry about the management, investment strategy, or asset selection of the fund because Islam encourages Muslims to secure their income from riba. Retirement income would undoubtedly be guaranteed to be in accordance with Sharia, and retirees might subsequently fully profit from it to achieve their retirement goals.
As for the issues, the purpose of retirement planning is to bring together all the individual's financial resources so that he or she may prepare for financially comfortable retirement or decrease financial risk during retirement. According to Islam, Hara SWT is the owner of all wealth. Man is only a trustee tasked with the responsibility of managing and administering the resources given to him. Gaining Allah's pleasure or Bakara is standard by which wealth is measured. As a result, Islamic retirement planning must always adhere to Shariah, which free of riba, gambling and gahar as well as mashkat al-Shariah. In Islam, it's the children's obligation to appear after their parents, especially once they are too elderly and unable to worry for of themselves. Neglecting one's responsibility to worry for one's parents is an act of service towards Allah. This behavior is related to arrogant and boastful people. Even while it's the children's religious obligation, it strongly urges that folks remove their children from such a burden. This may be because of the fact that their children also are parents of their own families. As a result, Islamic retirement planning tools and practice should be considered as a part of one pretensions to be financially self-sufficient when is elderly or quiet from work. As time passes, the need to plan for retirement becomes increasingly apparent. Although the children in Islam are command of caring for their parents, there is no Islamic prohibition against saving one's superannuation. Because of the financial impact and expectation of contemporary life take their toll on their lives of adult children, retirement planning becomes more important. When the value of living rises, the working population capacity to worry for people outside of their immediate family will become more difficult. Next, demographic consideration tie behavioral, physiological, and economical components together are also issues that in retirement planning. Age, gender, and income interact with the retirement planning and other significant factors. In the meanwhile, these variables determine life cycle except such as a total income and serving changes. Gender will still play a big role in retirement preparation in this century, according to a market observation and finding from previous research on the influence of gender on retirement or financial planning. Women are more concerned with the wealth preparation in general, especially married women who consider family financial planning, child education, emergency savings, vacation, and so on, as well as the retirement planning. As a result, the process of preparing retirement planning is moderated by individuals' age group. Unlikely shown in the minor impact of demographic characteristic on the financial well-being of public sector. Personally, financial commitment, retirement saving tend to see nonetheless, income is a crucial role in the people's retirement planning. Typically, people do not being saving and preparing for retirement until later their careers. Across adulthood, there is the overwhelming of a self-motivated character of guiding these positions. Consequently, age variation influences retirement saving behavior in physical peers. Individuals who are becoming older and making more money and more inclined to borrow at the earlier age to keep their spending in check. Individuals with large pensions, on the other hand, do not need to save extra money during their lives to cover their retirement needs. As a result, retirement saving decisions are heavily influenced by lifetime resources, their distribution, and age. In this condition, this report constants that demographic characters like gender, income, and age modify people's economic behavior in response to their preparations of the Islamic health and care plan.
Hello, I'm Sharmila. Next, I'm going to share about steps in retirement planning. Retirement is something that many of us dream about and look forward to, but to have a comfortable, enjoyable, and secure retirement, it is necessary to plan over time. Retirement planning begins with considering your retirement objectives and how much time you must reach them. There are several steps that I would like to share. So first of all is recognize your time frame. Your present age and projected retirement age lay the basis for a successful retirement strategy. The more the time elapsed between now and retirement, the greater the degree of risk that your portfolio can bear. If you are young and have more than 30 years until retirement, you should put most of your money into riskier investments like equities. There will be volatility, but equities have traditional outperformed alternative assets such as bonds over lengthy periods of time. The key word is here long, which means at least 10 years. Second is determine your retirement spending requirements. Having realistic expectations regarding post-retirement spending patterns will assist you in determining the appropriate size of retirement portfolio. Most individuals assume that after retirement their yearly expenditure will be just 70 to 80% of what they spent before. Such an assumption is sometimes proved to be impractical, particularly if the mortgage has not been paid off or if unexpected medical expenditures arise. Retirees may also spend their initial years of retirement spending on a travel or other bucket list items. The third is calculate the after-tax rate of return on investments. After determining the projected time horizons and expenditure requirements, the after-tax real rate of return must be computed to establish the feasibility of the portfolio delivering the required income. Even for long-term investing, a needed rate of return more than 10% before taxes is usually an unreasonable goal. As you become older, your return threshold decreases since low retirement portfolios are mostly made of low-yielding fixed income assets. Fourth step is examine your risk tolerance in relation to your investment objectives. Whether you oversee the investing selections of a professional money manager, a correct portfolio allocation that balances the concerns of risk appetite and return targets is undoubtedly the most crucial stage in the retirement planning. You must ensure that you are comfortable with the risk in your portfolio and understand what is required and what is a luxury. When your portfolio is mutual funds, have a terrible year, add extra money to them. Don't give up on the mutual fund you're upset with this year. It may be the top of performance next year. The final step is maintaining your estate planning. Another important element in a well-rounded retirement plan is estate planning. And each part needs the skills of different specialists, such as attorneys and accountants, in that specialized industry. Life insurance is also an important component of estate planning and retirement planning. Having a comprehensive estate plan and life insurance coverage guarantees that your assets are transferred in the way you want and that your loved ones do not face financial difficulties after your death. A well-thought-of strategy also helps to avoid the costly and often time-consuming probate process.
Now, we are going to the implication of Islamic retirement planning. Islamic retirement planning is a must to prepare for a stable financial retirement or decrease financial risk. This is because we will not able to predict future hazards or events, especially if we do not have the same financial resources as before. However, Islamic retirement planning can help facilitate all future matters in addition to allowing you to receive Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala blessings. Next, we need Islamic retirement planning in our life to guarantee a decent lifestyle after retirement. Usually, workers in Malaysia will be contribute EPF as a guarantee in their old age. 11% of their salaries will be deducted and contribute to the EPF account, and the amount will be increased by dividend each year. The money can be used to ensure the stability of their life. And the last one is Islamic retirement planning will allow Muslims to participate into the Islamic retirement plan. As we know, Muslim has been inquiring since the establishment of Islamic banking Malaysia boosts knowledge of the riba prohibition. It has the potential to ensure that people's retirement saving achieve their objective while still being free of interest. This is because, as we know, Muslim should refrain from engaging in anything from contains element of riba, gara, and maisir. This is also for the sake of obtaining the blessings of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala.
In conclusion, planning for retirement is one of the aspects that go into Islamic financial planning and management of wealth. Planning for retirement is a process that involves conducting an in-depth evaluation and analysis of one's retirement income, retirement goals, and investment strategy. In order for Muslims to fulfill the requirements of Shariah, Islam encourages them to organize their life from an economic and financial standpoint, Maqasid al-Shariah. It is because of Islam rules every phase of life. It is fully aware of how Muslims choose to spend their hard-earned money and wealth. The dividend of simpanan Shariah is slightly lower than the conventional fund, but for Muslims, it is important to invest in Shariah fund. After reaching retirement age, Muslim retirees can realize their retirement goal by making the most of all the benefits available to them. Additionally, Islamic retirement planning in Malaysia presents an enormous window of opportunity for the country's residents. As a result, a new phase in Islamic retirement planning would be open if the huge and rising equities market, supportive government policies, and even the potential worldwide market for Islamic equity all came together. That's all from us.